Welcome. This is a breakdown of my builds featuring Nova and Stahlta. I primarily use these builds for farming Aya and open world bounties on Earth. The Nova build features two crucial mods in the Aura and Exilus slots. Corrosive projection to strip the armor of enemies, and importantly tusked furball dropships by 18%. Aero Vantage makes aim glide have no gravity and makes wormhole spam, aiming while airborne and general mobility in the open world, a breeze. The rest of the build is mainly focused on range for Nova's wormhole ability and the subsumed larva ability from Nidus. Primed flow and fleeting expertise are to increase the amount of portals you can make, as we don't care about duration. Vitality along with adaptation for survivability are subjective, and you can swap them for whatever you wish. Patagium increases the amount of time you can aim glide, which extends the effect of Aero Vantage. Next, the Arcanes chosen were Arcane Rise for extra damage, as I will be reloading Stahlta often, as it's only a 40-round magazine and each alt fire consumes 20 ammo, so there's no trouble keeping the buff active. Arcane Energize easily refills your energy in preparation for teleporting to the next bounty stage location. As I mentioned earlier, I applied Nidus's larva as the first ability for enemy grouping for Stahlta's alt fire. I also applied Archon Shards for casting speed, energy max, and health regeneration. The casting speed is primarily to cast wormhole in quick succession and propel me across the map. One huge time saver is the fact that Nova is capable of teleporting the drone on the escort bounty stage using her wormhole ability. The drone seems keen on taking the shortest path and recognizes portals as such. Sometimes you may even notice the drone turn around completely to go through a portal you created. You should make sure that the end point of the portal is not too high off the ground, otherwise the drone will ignore it. Now, for my weapon of choice. Stahlta, aka the
Warning, BFG 10,000 is fired.
Stahlta is not the only weapon capable of taking down tusked furball dropships and clearing enemies, but it is my favorite to use because it can do both roles efficiently. The builds for this and other weapons will generally be similar. The key component is to mod for radiation, because furball dropships have alloy armor. A standard crit build with point strike and vital sense get the weapon up to 100% crit chance on its alt fire. Of course, I have a strong riven for this weapon, which really makes this build work, but it is possible to get decent results without a riven while saving a lot of kuva and sanity. An alternate build could utilize bladed rounds for more crit damage or vigilante armaments for more multi-shot. Alternatively, you could use another weapon such as Nadaruk, which is also perfectly capable of taking down ships in one shot without a riven. If you do use Nadaruk, then you may want to swap Arcane Rise for something else, as it doesn't trigger with this weapon. You can also use Incarnate weapons like the Fenrir. And the Phalarchs. I think that should conclude this video. If you have any comments or feedback, feel free to leave them below. You can subscribe if you want, but I probably won't be uploading much. For now, I hope this loadout is as fun for you as it has been for me while I built it over time.